Hello and welcome everyone to Silver Asset of the Day for the 30th of September 2020, presented by myself, Phil Carr, at the Gold and Silver Club. So for those of you that watched Gold Asset of the Day yesterday, we discussed, of course, the lead up to the first debate between President Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Expect volatility off the back of that. Make sure that you're continuing to lock in your profits and staying nimble. So in fact, just yesterday after our live trading room, we banked 715 points with our members for gold, silver and platinum. So across those three trades, locked in those profits. For of course, every one lot traded, that's $7,115 profit. For every 10 lots traded, that's $71,500 profit. And what we've seen, of course, during that election debate is more uncertainty again, as you saw towards the end of the debate, that Donald Trump is not willing to accept a defeat. He is going to take that to the Supreme Court. So essentially, this could now drag on for months now, where if Donald Trump is not to win the US election, he is going to contest that. It's not going to be straightforward. So with that, the markets took that uncertainty earlier on in the session by initially a sell-off on the stock markets. We saw overnight a pullback on the metals. The dollar picked up momentum. However, going into the US session, we have seen a bounce back on the stock markets. We're back in to risk on territory again with the dollar pulling back. Now, I would watch out for a few points of confluence here. Number one is the gold to silver ratio. So this has been breaking down in the latest week. It broke back below 80 to 1. If it can stay below 80 to 1, and it's at 79 to 1 at the moment, this does favour support for both gold and silver. We've still got long positions here where we're capitalising on this upside that we've seen so far in the US session. We built our positions last week, as I discussed with you, on Gold Asset of the Day and the week ahead commodity report. We bought into gold, silver, platinum last week. So what I'm looking at the moment is, of course, the next major news item, which will be Friday's non-farm payroll data. Also from Thursday onwards, you've got the start of the Golden Week Chinese holidays. And this is going to be going on for 7 days. And you're not going to see China as a participant during the Asia Pacific session in the markets. That will go on until the 7th of October. So just bear in mind, for those of you that got positions on gold, silver, platinum, that from tomorrow onwards, we're not likely to see much movement during the Asia Pacific session in terms of the metals getting a bid. In fact, it leaves them normally a bit vulnerable during that week of the Golden Week holidays in China. Then, of course, on Friday, we have non-farm payroll data. So you want to keep a very close eye on that data. So far over the last 3 months, the data is coming in stronger than expected. With that, we do tend to see strength on the dollar and a sell-off on the metals. So be mindful of that. Again, be nimble. Make sure you're locking in your profits regularly. At the moment, the metals are going back up again. You want to make sure routinely that you're banking profits. Be aware of this market volatility that we're seeing right now. The perfect combination for metals to go higher at the moment is the gold to silver ratio to continue to break down, stay below 80 to 1, and the dollar index to stay below 94. That's the perfect scenario in terms of correlations for the metals to go higher. On the flip side of that, if the dollar breaks out and closes back above 94, if the gold to silver ratio breaks back above 80 to 1, that's then going to be bearish for the metals in the short term. That's where you want to make sure you've got your profits locked in, and you want to be patient again for that next bottoming cycle to occur in order to reload again on the metals. And there are also some great ways to hedge against that scenario in the markets too. And that, of course, comes back to utilizing a research-driven approach. You do not want to be using outdated technical analysis and indicators which are not working in these market conditions, which are significantly driven by macroeconomics at the moment. That's where you want to be trading the same way as the hedge fund money manager, as a professional trader in the market, the right way, utilizing research, being aware of key liquidity zones, have market intelligence, access to data, know when to bank profits, when to enter trades, when to exit trades at precise moments, so that you're getting the same level of information that the banks, hedge funds have access to. So with that, if you would like to become a member of the Gold and Silver Club, join a community of successful traders, there is an opportunity for you to do so. Just click in the link below today's report in order to make an application to become a member of the Gold and Silver Club.